Now on 767 News, Prime Minister signs a contract with the PRC worth 100 million renminbi. Fire service simulation gets the team up and running as the department seeks to improve its response time. And Health Minister completes island-wide tour for the 7 health districts. In sports, re-elected Cricket Association PRO confident in the new executives. Welcome to 767 News, Dominica's #1 news source. I'm Alicia George. Stay tuned for the latest news and developments when 767 News returns.
Welcome to Court's Digital World, where we have the widest range of digital products from the world's best brands, televisions, tablets, laptop computers, mobile phones, and much more. Connect, explore, engage.
When you serve your family Chocolisto, they'll be getting a tasty drink. That's good for them, they'll love the taste, so delicious and chocolatey. With vitamin A, B1, B2, B3, and vitamin D. With niacin, calcium, and iron too. They will drink nutritiously. And you will love the value, because Chocolisto gives you great taste and nutrition at a very affordable price. So say goodbye to high prices and say hello to Chocolisto. And affordable nutrition in a tasty drink at Estefans. Right place, right price.
Welcome back. 2 fire trucks rushed from the fire station in Roseau at approximately 10:45 a.m. on Tuesday as they responded to what appeared to be a vehicular accident on the Portersville Highway. It turned out to be a simulation exercise organized by the department. The officers were deliberately not informed about the exercise to ensure the full execution of proper extraction procedures. The exercise featured a bus driver who allegedly ran off the road coming to a stop on the sidewalk. Fire Officer Matthew Prosper, in an interview with 767 News, spoke of the importance of the exercise for all involved.
Well, what we hope to achieve is getting more proficient in our job. So the more we practice this kind of drills, the more proficient we become.
Do you see these drills happening more often based on what was observed during this drill today?
Yes, for sure.
Prosper added the public must be aware that they should remain at least 200 feet away from any accident scene, as this is vital for the fire officers to efficiently and safely execute their duties. He said such exercises are very important to test the department's response time and make improvements with every new exercise. Fire Officer Wilbur Jules agreed with Prosper on the importance of the exercise.
As a job, the more often you have exercises, the more often you get acquainted, familiar with eventualities. With the picture scenario where a bus driver ran off into a tree and he was injured and unconscious. And then we dispatched the ambulance to the scene and other vehicles that were present. And when they arrived at the scene, the major thing, so I and the other officer observed while they operating. We observe so that we can pinpoint inefficiencies or mistakes so that we can deal with that in our future drills and lectures.
Jules added, following the exercise, a meeting was held where the fire officers discussed areas for improvement to better prepare themselves for real-life situations. In other stories, Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has signed a contract with the People's Republic of China amounting to RMB 100 million, US $16 million. RMB, or renminbi, is the official currency of the People's Republic of China. On Friday, January 30th, the two countries signed an economic and technical cooperation agreement for a number of projects and programs to be undertaken by the government of Dominica.
Yet again, at a time when the world is going through serious challenges, that Dominica can continue to rely on friends, on true friends, on sincere friends, like the People's Republic of China, who have once again come forward to providing us with $16 million US. Of course, as you know, The hospital will begin this year. There's some changes we need to make to the floor plan in terms of functionality. Then we have the Newtown Primary School, which is under construction, which once completed will be the premier primary school in the country. This is a gift from the government of China. This year also we will see the commencement with finances coming from China by way of a grant, the construction of a 2-lane bridge with the appropriate pedestrian crossing in the Layo-Clacol area.
The Prime Minister said at present, homes are being constructed in Saint-Sauveur and Petite Soufrière for persons who were affected by storms and land slippage. However, something for nothing seems to be the case as it relates to financial relations between Dominica and the People's Republic of China. When asked what China was getting in return for their generous grants and monetary contributions, the Prime Minister's reply was friendship. He added that instead of questioning China's generosity, Dominicans should show gratitude.
Notwithstanding their own domestic challenges, they continue to assist us. So I think we must first extend gratitude to them for that, rather than questioning their motives as to what is it that Dominica gives them in return. What we give them is friendship. We work on several international matters together that are of mutual benefit to our country. But we have to be grateful to these people. They're friends.
Prime Minister Skerrit said the government will continue to recognize the One China policy. Dominica established diplomatic relations with the PRC on March 23, 2004. And 2 individuals are currently assisting police in their investigation following the interception of 518,500 euros or 1.5 million Eastern Caribbean dollars. Police Public Relations Officer ASP Claude Wicks said the interception was conducted by the Drug Squad unit of the police force on Friday, January 30th. He said the cash was intercepted about 10 a.m. in Antrim Valley, situated above Rocher Canefield. ASP Wicks did not give further details on the seizure, as they are in the preliminary stages of the investigation. He did say, however, that the 2 individuals are Dominican nationals. In more stories, Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, on January 30th, completed a tour of the island's 7 primary healthcare districts. The tour commenced on December 18th, 2014. The tour ended last Friday with visits to the Grand Bay, St. Joseph, La Plaine, Marigot, Cassibruce, and Portsmouth health districts. The minister said the purpose of the tour was to highlight some of the positive things in the primary healthcare system, as well as receive feedback from staff.
We've really been on a whirlwind tour, for want of a better term, of the country, visiting the various health districts, visiting the health teams, visiting some of the various infrastructures, the health centers, of course highlighting the positive things that the primary healthcare personnel are doing, and at the same time listening to the cry of the staff, the challenges that they face.
According to Dr. Daru, it was important for him as a new minister to get his own perspective and understanding of what exactly is going on in healthcare on the district level.
Once upon a time that we were the pride and joy of primary healthcare. We still are, but I mean the glory days or better days might have been past us, but I think we still have an opportunity to build on the gains that have been made, especially in the 80s and 90s in primary healthcare. Of course, the dynamics now would have changed significantly. More people will become more informed, more via internet and other technology. So, of course, the demands on the primary healthcare people have greatly changed over the years.
The health minister said that basic health care should not be privileged to a few, but free for all Dominicans. He commended the healthcare professionals in the various districts, adding while some of the health centers have infrastructural issues, there are still some good facilities.
We do have some very good facilities. La Plaine can stand out. Castlebruce, Salibia, even St. Joseph, where we are right now. Of course, there would the flip side of the coin would be that there would also be a number of them who would have facilities would have made their time. The infrastructure failing, and of course, we need to see how we can address some of this in a systematic way.
The minister suggested that instead of focusing on a number of health centers and trying to do too much, the best approach is to focus on 2 or 3 priority areas and then move on to the others. Dr. Daru was accompanied by several senior health officials, including the Permanent Secretary Helen Royer, Chief Medical Officer Dr. David Johnson, Principal Nursing Officer Cesarina Ferrol, and parliamentary representatives. first Parliament meeting to convene later this month, and the hospitality workers told of their importance in improving the economic activity in Dominica. More details of these and other stories when we return.
We're having a huge tax sale at Quartz, which means you can get great deals and save up to 60% off selected items across the store. Sale starts January 17th. Shop with cash or use Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Save big with up to 60% off at the Quartz January tax sale while stocks last. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Sunburst and High Five juices are bursting with flavor and happiness. Each can gushes with the flavor of the great taste of pure orange juice and the fruity flavors of the guava passion, pineapple, and cherry berry drink. And each drink delivers the happiness of a great price. Available in the convenient, easy open cans so that you can just pop the can and drink up. Quench your thirst with a full line of pure juices and fruit drinks. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, or just when you need a refreshing drink to keep you going, High Five and Sunburst juices and fruit drinks are a great choice. And because they are available from Asafans, you know they'll be priced right. Asafans, right place, right price.
Feel the power surging. Watch how them doors them open. Lean back, feel the magical work of Appleton. Walk up on high and floating. Sorry, but I really can't help but gloating. I said lean back and feel the magical taste of Appleton. Appleton, come turn me on. Appleton, and walk up my body. Appleton, chase on love. Appleton, oh, I'm feeling the party. Appleton, come turn me on. Appleton, walk up my body. Appleton, chase on none. Appleton, oh, I'm feeling the party.
Thanks for staying with us. The first meeting of the first session of the 9th Parliament under the Commonwealth of Dominica's Constitution will convene on Monday, February 23rd, 2015 from 10 a.m. at the House of Assembly on Victoria Street in Roseau. This is the first meeting of Parliament since the December 8th, 2014 general elections. The first matter to be decided by the new Parliament is the election of the Speaker of the House and Deputy Speaker. Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has announced that the government side of the House will nominate Honorable Alex Boyd-Knight for the position of Speaker and Senator the Honorable Edward Regis for the position of Deputy Speaker. After being elected, the Speaker and Deputy Speaker will then take their oath of office. Opposition United Workers' Party will name their 4 senators who will join the party's 6 elected members. Parliamentarians will be administered the oath or affirmation of office of a member of Parliament. His Excellency Charles A. Savre, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, will address the House. There will also be the appointment of parliamentary committees, including the Public Accounts Committee, the Privileges Committee, the Standing Orders Committee, and the Parliamentary Proceedings and Broadcast Committee. Dominica recorded its second road fatality for 2015 on Tuesday, following an accident that claimed the life of a 64-year-old woman from the southern community of Dubic. Reports are that a police officer was involved in the accident. 767 News will provide a full update on the incident in a subsequent newscast when more information becomes available. In other stories, Police Public Relations Officer ASP Claude Bix is urging the public to resolve conflicts non-violently. He made the statement following the brutal beating of a Marigot resident.
On Sunday, the 1st of February 2015 as well, Rudy Jones, a man in his 40s, was very severely beaten all over the body, but particularly centered around the head, and his hand. He received very serious injuries and was admitted to the Princess Margaret Hospital after having been referred to the hospital by the Marigot Hospital. In fact, it appeared that he got into some confrontation with another man who also sustained minor minor injuries as a result of some alleged fracas, some alleged problems, conflict that these two men had.
Jones, who was first brought to the Marigot Hospital for treatment, was transferred to the Princess Margaret Hospital as a result of the severity of his injuries. The incident occurred near the vicinity of Marigot Fisheries Complex. No formal arrests have been made. However, one man is assisting police in their investigation.
We are seeing violence among our young people, and like we've always been saying, we are very much concerned, and as we continue to work with stakeholders to minimize the impact of violence, or that violence can cause on people, on institutions. We're very much concerned. Although, given the reports that we have, it would seem not to have been related to the carnival, the opening of carnival in the Marigot community. It seemed to have been unrelated. But as we are in the carnival season, and more so very feverish as it's gaining momentum, we continue to appeal to the general public, and particularly our youngsters, our young people, that definitely they've got to seek to address their situation, their conflicts, or whatever it is that they may have, and perhaps brewing over a period of time to seek to solving these problems in an amicable way.
Senior police officers stated there is no need to destroy each other in an effort to resolve conflicts, as this further aggravates the situation for sometimes trivial issues. Parents need to continue to socialize their children in a proper manner to aid in the prevention of violence and crime, he added. Meanwhile, ASP Wicks admits that the various opening of carnival events over the weekend, despite some issues, were generally peaceful.
We have to thank God that we've had no fatalities because of these activities. And we really, as a people, ought not to allow our carnival to be marred by violence or any kind of conflict that will seek to dilute the true intent of what can be derived from carnival. There's the economic gain, there's the culture part of it, you know, there's a socio-economic culture attached to it. But all in all, despite what can be derived from it, I think we've got to look at our attitudes, and we have to cool down, to put it mildly, simply. We've got to cool down.
He added, we need a society where we can all tolerate each other and resolve problems amicably. And Honorable Minister of Trade, Energy and Employment, Ian Douglas, has told 45 graduates of a hospitality apprenticeship program that customer experience and tourism has to go hand in hand if Dominica is to be truly successful in the tourism industry. Minister Douglas, who is the former Minister for Tourism, was speaking at the graduating ceremony in Siniku last Friday.
When visitors come to Dominica, we cannot give them the Trafalgar Falls to go back to their homes with. We cannot bottle Indian River so that they can take it with them. We cannot cut out a little piece of Mero Beach to go back with them in their suitcases. So what they go back with is the experience that they have in the country. And that is where you come in. The level of service that you give is what will stand out in the mind of the visitor.
According to the minister, tourism is one of the leading industries in the world, raking in $300 million annually into the island's economy. The minister told the graduates it is important that they understand their role in moving the economy forward, with tourism being a very competitive industry.
The government continues in our employment program to equip the citizens to contribute to nation building, to contribute to the continued development of our economy. And that's why we are so very proud of our employment program. We have been able to train hundreds of young people in different disciplines and give young people the skills that they need to contribute to the economy and to continue to grow the economy.
There were 5 main modules under the hospitality apprenticeship program, including waitstaffing, culinary arts, bartending, housekeeping, and customer service training. The government spent over $120,000 conducting this program. And that's it for local news. The latest in sports news is coming up next with Larry, so stay tuned.
Digicel Play wishes to advise all customers of ongoing upgrade works on our network across Dominica. We are aware that some customers may be experiencing interruptions in their service. Please be informed that the ongoing works will be carried out over the next few months as we upgrade to the next generation of broadband technology. As such, we apologize for any inconvenience caused. Our technical team will attempt to reduce any outages to a minimum. We thank you, our customers, for your patience and look forward to launching new products to Dominica over the coming months.
Every time I complain to my mother, she made me feel that I was the offender. If bus driver is to go to jail, who's going to pay the school fee for Sammy and Gail? You don't know, sir. You don't know. So if you see me acting like I am really strange, is the frustration and the pain, sir, taking a toll on my brain? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
At Beacon Insurance, we let you choose your own motor coverage. The price, you choose. The benefits, you choose. And it's available online all day, every day. Log on to beacon.co.tt and choose the most affordable way to insure your car today. Beacon, switched on.
Good evening and welcome to 767 Sports. In tonight's coverage, we begin with cricket. Re-elected Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Cricket Association, DCA, Mervyn Paul says the executive, which was elected on Saturday during the association's annual general meeting at the Gallery Hotel in Roseau, is well mixed.
It comprises of a mix of some experience and some fresh blood, people with fresh idea. All persons who have been associated and affiliated to cricket in one way or another. So we retained the president unopposed, Mr. Emmanuel Nanfan, and Lockhart Sebastian as first vice president. There was a little challenge, but he came through quite successfully. We have a new second vice president, Mr. Charles Walters. As you know, Herbert Sabroch held that position for a while, but he's no longer in Dominica, so we had to fill in this position. Of course, Mr. Walters was co-opted some time back, so it was just made official, his election. And McDowell Paul retained the position of treasurer unopposed. We also had two new members. There's Helen Hector. She's now the new secretary of the Dominica Cricket Association, and Geoff Pierre, who was elected as a committee member. And the other executive members are myself as public relations officer, and Mervyn Thomas, and of course Pelham John Baptist, a police officer who is the new assistant secretary treasurer. So that.
Paul said the executive consists of individuals who have the propensity to work, which will be displayed moving forward in their thrust to develop cricket on the island. In football, 18 matches are scheduled in the national leagues of the Dominica Football Association this week. In a doubleheader on Wednesday at the Bath Estate playing field, ACS Tarish United will face Cupchase Barbershop Bath Estate at 5 p.m. to be followed by LA Stars versus Itasi United at 7 p.m. At the Newtown playing field also on Wednesday.
That was Larry with the latest in sports. Now for a recap of tonight's headlines. Prime Minister signs a contract with the PRC with 100 million reminibai. Fire service simulation gets the team up and running as the department seeks to improve its response time. And Health Minister completes island-wide tour for the 7th Health District. In sports, re-elected Cricket Association PRO confident in the new executives. And that's all the time we have for tonight. Drop us an email at media@767news.dm. Friend us on Facebook and be sure to like our 767 News page. From all of us on the 767 News production team, I'm Alicia George, wishing you a wonderful evening and thanks for watching.
Oh, Miss and it's my time to get on bad when I jam in at everybody. Come celebrate with me, but if you don't know me yet, don't worry man, we go take a jam in a party. Yeah, put one hand in the air. 767 News.